So I turned this purple monstrosity into the Victorian room of my dreams. So I had to come up with like a theme. It took me a few minutes to realize that this camera was super blurry, and I'd just like to say I apologize, but it will go away, I promise. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get back to the show. When people walk in, I wanted them to think, oh, is she a sexy history professor? An archaeologist that explores old tombs and encounters like a bunch of supernatural happenings, evil happenings within that threatens to destroy humanity, but she somehow always saves the day? Maybe, or is she just me? I don't know. I wanted this to really reflect like what the things that I like really love, and I think it does. Either one of those will do. My mental health wasn't really in a good place, so I kind of did some research on, what can I do that's free? Well, okay, free being the relative term, but what can I do that might brighten my life up? And a lot of people suggested that, surround yourself with the things that you love. So I decided, you know what, why not? So, so I had this like huge couch for my apartment, and in this room, it didn't fit. It blocked the room, there was like no airflow. Plus it was really dirty and pretty hard to keep clean. So to get started, I cleaned up everything, I swept, I got rid of a bunch of stuff. So why don't we do a little cleaning montage? So I sold it on Facebook Marketplace for $200, so I'm pretty sure I could have gotten more, but I wanted it gone as soon as possible. So I kind of sketched out more or less what I wanted to do. I looked up a few examples of what a parlor room would look like. So I need a coffee table for sure, because I don't have that at all. A fireplace, I don't have that either. And probably figure out what I wanted the wall to be, the floor to be, just about everything. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a little daunting doing all of this. I've never decorated a room like at all before, but sometimes you have to just do it. For all my vintage pieces, I had already been slowly buying them even when my living room was purple. I bought this thing at an antique shop a town away from me. It was really expensive. It's supposed to be a desk from like the 1930s, and I just have it to like display photos of like my family and just other stuff. I'm not really sure what else to put on it, but that's kind of what I've got right now. Yeah, so once I got rid of the couch, I went perusing for Victorian couches on eBay and like other antique stores. I didn't realize just how expensive they were. Like I literally almost threw up in my mouth when I almost threw up in my mouth when I realized how like expensive they were. Like and then I kind of just figured, I'm probably never gonna get one, so that's fine, I guess. I'll just have a living room with nowhere to sit. That's fine. I'll sit somewhere. So I resigned myself to like never getting one, ever, until I got one. for free. Okay, so I was literally just driving. I was not gonna go to this vintage store. I was gonna go to a completely different one, and I happened to be driving by it when I saw this beauty literally sitting on the side. And I immediately was like, oh my god, I have to have it. Like, there's no way. This is like a gift from God or Cthulhu, Cthulhu, whatever. I gotta have it. So I stopped, and the owner was right there. He was literally like taking it off from the truck, and I was like, yo, how much is that? I want it. And he's like, well, you can have it for free. And I was like, for free? Okay. And he's like, well, I have to warn you, there's tears in it. I was like, oh, I don't care. And they showed me the tears, and they're pretty bad. They're really bad. I need to get it, one, reupholstered, because what's on it right now is very dirty, clearly very old. So he basically said like it wasn't really worth fixing up because of how bad the brake is, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty bad. I've been meaning to get it reupholstered, but I haven't. I've had it for like a year now, and I've been a lazy piece of crap with it. But the reason I know that it's authentic, I don't know what year it's from, but I think it's like late 1800s, early 1900s, is because it's literally stuffed with horsehair. All of the horsehair is there. So this thing needs to be fixed and definitely reupholstered. No idea when I'm gonna do it, but hopefully one day I will. We'll see. But it looks great in my living room. I love it very much. Alright, so then I like looked up how much it is to like have a fireplace built in a townhouse, and it's pretty expensive. So I just decided to spend $700 on a fake one, and I think she looks pretty good. It's pretty freaking good, my guy. This is, okay, so if no one's told you, if you order furniture online, open it as soon as you get it. Because I didn't. I literally left my coffee tables and my end table sitting against the wall, boxed up for months, because I just got anxious. I don't know what like stopped me from just whatever. I have anxiety issues, but once I finally put it together, it turned out that one leg was a lot shorter than the rest, so I couldn't return it because like the whole return policy had already expired. So what I ended up doing was putting books underneath it. And now every time I have my my little robot vacuum, I have to like make sure it doesn't hit it, because it's like hit it a few times and like nudged it over. It hasn't fallen yet, but I always have to like make sure it stays where it's supposed to stay. But yeah, that's the problem with that. My mom and dad sold their house recently to downsize, and she was like, hey, do you want this mirror? I'm gonna give it away if you don't want it. And I was like, yeah. Give me the mirror. I will take it. It will be mine. And so I took it. And I think it looks amazing. I wanted like super awesome vintage pictures and painting for all the things that I love fantasy. I've got Lord of the Rings, I've got Star Wars, I've got Harry Potter, like, and these are just, they're right here, by the way. They're there, but eventually I'm gonna have a lot more, and I kind of really just want people to casually look at them and be like, oh my god, is that Princess Leia? And I'll be like, well, yes, it is Princess Leia. Thank you so much for noticing. For all of those, like, I had them printed. I bought most of the prints, had them printed, and then I went to, like, thrift stores, bought old frames, and either just, I cleaned them up, and then I spray painted a couple of them, or painted them myself, just to get that gold look that I really want in here. So once I had the pictures printed, I basically just measured all those frames that I bought, cut them out, and put them on in. Then I ended up taking pictures of all of them and then cropped them and then arranged them in like ways that maybe I would like, that would look good on the wall for me. And this is pretty much what I ended up with. But yeah, that's how I did that, and I plan on doing that a lot more. There's a lot of other things that I kind of want, but since I'm moving soon, I'm gonna do that in the next house. But yeah, it's really easy to do. It costs a little bit to print, but the frames all of them were like maybe $5, $7, most was like $10 that I got. And I'm really, really happy with the results. I really, really love it. I love this room so much. I'm actually moving pretty soon. My husband and I bought a new house, and we're gonna be moving in like the next 2 weeks. So as much as I'm excited, I'm pretty sad about moving. Like I'm gonna miss this room. I really am. But I'm also looking forward to decorating the next place in my antique vintage flair that I have gotten now. So pretty exciting. I hope you liked my vintage living room tour. Follow me on Instagram, like, sub, all that jazz, and I'll see you later. Bye. Why am I looking up at the mic? You're here. I'm not used to recording. Okay. Focused? Am I focused? I can't tell because I have glasses on. No, that's not focused at all. That's more